Sir, you have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity. I would be most appreciative if you would permit me to perform some, tests on you, purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Be gone, mage. Do not test my promise to the Keen.
I assure you, you will not even notice me. Most of them are hardly painful at all to a large dragon such as yourself.
Farengar, very bad idea.
Surely you wouldn't miss a few scales, or a small amount of blood.
May, what are you doing back there?
Yeah, probably not a good idea. Look, I'll be back for you, buddy. Maybe.
I can't believe that worked. You sure about that? You want to let that dragon loose after all the trouble to catch him in there? Your funeral. Someone else is gonna have to help you get him back in there again. Get ready to open the trap. Seems like a really bad idea to me.
You have reconsidered my offer. You will release me, Roland. If in return I promise to take you to Skaldafen and stop helping Alduin? Onikan Korav Gain Mirad. It is wise to recognize when you only have one choice. And you can trust me. Zuni Tarudis. Alduin has proven himself unworthy to rule. I go my own way now. Free me, and I will carry you to Skaldafen. As nu, ini dein Ruthi Astor. Saran Uth, I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can? Zukbrit Uth, I warn you, once you've flown the skies of Kaizal, your envy of the Dove will only increase. Amativ.
This is so cool.
Kotin Stinselok. This is as far as I can take you. Both Akrin. I will look for your return. Or Alduin's.
Gonna need probably increase any of my perks here. How do I get up?
And what might you need?
I'll come back to free you soon.
I've got your back. Lead on. All right, Isra. You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So, welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. They have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we?
Cozy little place, isn't this?
Yeah. It's a pretty huge place. All for the purpose of hunting vampires.
What are you doing that's so dangerous?
Nothing. Well, not on purpose. But you never know. The strangest accidents can happen at any time. That's why I always try to be ready for anything.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed.
Let's go.
This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you.
I mean,
So
if she
let's
goes by
hear
it, then sure, I'll buy it.
Probably weren't expecting to see me again. I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen, before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me.
What about the scroll? What about
The
you?
reason I was down there, and why I had the Elder Scroll. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it. It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun. Have vampires control the world. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll. I did, but something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong. Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now? Why? Because of that story about the prophecy? About some vampire trying to put the sun out? Do you actually believe any of that? Who knows? Maybe it has a death wish. Maybe it's just insane. I don't really care. It can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it. Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before you know. The College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. I'd come with you, but I don't know if I can trust your friend. Let me know if you want me along. If you want to come along, it has to just be me and you.
Still here. I'll head back home if you need me.
Were you looking for me? Of course. Let's go.
Alright, Lydia.
Honor
What?
to you, my Thane.
Watch that dragon. I'll be back. Gotta deal with some vampire stuff before we deal with the big guy. Alright, let's go deal with these vampires. Hope you don't feel bad about it, Lydia. I'll be back.
Long life to you, Thane.
You're so nice, Lydia. And you always get in people's ways.
What do you need, my Thane? Oh!
I'm just gonna give you a hug. Not a hugger? Okay. Well, other
Long
way.
life to you.
Long life to you too, Lydia. We'll be back. I'll be back. Okay?
and Kostinok. Skolgofen and Kostinok.
May be dead now, but where did it come from?
I'm just glad nobody in the college got hurt.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education. Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Ah, yes. Well, I'll be sure and stop by the Arcanium later. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Aliad, Gwemmer, Daedric, or even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience. But can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka. And yet it's unlike anything I've felt before.
The inscriptions look like an Elder Scroll.
And hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate.
Due for a change
in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
It looks like an
I
Elder
need you
Scroll.
to come with me immediately. Let's go. Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants. Technically, that is true, but I still report to the Old Merry Dominion, and I cannot ignore this situation. Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved.
Ah, freaking Thalmor. You know why we hate you guys? Come, Serrano, we're gonna talk to this butthead over here. What
Now,
thing?
you are going to speak to this monk. Find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Come, Serana.
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person. I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
But I don't think they like... That man likes his Eye of Magnus. I don't want to take it away from him. He's having so much fun.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. I presume you refer to Onkano's distaste for the Psijic Order. The Thalmor see our order as a threat because we have power, and we will not allow them to control us. I assure you that we mean you no harm. As you may have learned,
an enemy of the Thalmor is a friend of mine.
Is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
Who is this Augur?
He was once a student here at the college. Now he is something different. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say... What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here she is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Psijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented. Beyond asking for you, he never said.
Look at her rocking in the
Strange
chair.
Indeed.
Alright, we'll help you guys with your Psijic business, but we've got some business of our own to deal with. Profit. This place is going crazy. Moth priests. Hey.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
You know I respect books, Urag.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
Got it. Hey man, I did you a favor, and I intend to do you many more favors because I believe in the work you're doing, but you know where to find the Moth Priest.
What in oblivion do you need a Moth Priest for? Fine, fine. No need to get your britches in a twist. The obvious answer is to go to the Imperial City. The Moth Priest make their home in the White Gold Tower. Sometimes they go out looking for Elder Scrolls. Lucky for you, there's a Moth Priest in Skyrim right now, doing just that. He stopped in to do some research in the library, then left for Dragonbridge. If you hurry, you might catch him there.
Hey, we're like the Elder Scrolls duo, aren't we? We've both got Elder Scrolls. You're a werewolf. Shh. You're a vampire and I'm a werewolf. We're pretty cool. We make a cool duo. Anyway, let's head. Why is it sending me all around? What the? So we're gonna make our way to the Imperial City, it looks like. Serana. This is not the Imperial City. Oh, you guys okay?
Seen some mean-spirited folk pass through lately. Thought I was rid of those sorts when I left Markarth. A moth priest? I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about that. Try asking one of the guards.
Alright, gotcha.
Farewell.
I feel like we kind of brought the vampires here.
Greybeards have arranged a truce between the Stormcloaks and Imperials. How long can such a thing last?
Until I'm done with my business.
Ah, so that was a moth priest then. He rode through town not long ago with an escort of soldiers. They didn't stop, just headed south across the Dragon Bridge.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Serana. This is no good. Hey, can you carry
So
stuff?
far, this hasn't been if you think it'll help.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Huh? You know, the boobs out. What do you reckon? We're hot. Let's go. Oh, I should have read the note. I have new orders for you. Prepare an ambush just south. Take the Moth Priest to the forebear's hideout for safekeeping until I can break his will. Malchus. Alright. Looks like we know where we've got to head. Serrano? Hey.
Found you! Huh? Time to end this little game. No!
The more you...
Stop! I yield!
That wasn't me. You were fighting. I could see through my eyes, but I could not control my actions. Thank you for breaking that foul vampire's hold over me. You arrived just in time. I think those vampires were getting hungry.
Are you alright?
I'm quite alright, thanks to you. Dexian Evicus is my name. I'm a moth priest of the White Gold Tower. These vampires claimed they had some purpose in store for me, but they wouldn't say what. Probably hoping to ransom me, the fools. You do? All right then. Enough mysteries. You have an Elder Scroll. Remarkable.
2, in fact.
If my knowledge of history serves me, I recall that the Dawnguard was an ancient order of vampire hunters. I will be happy to assist you with your Elder Scroll. Just tell me where I need to go. Very well. I'll hurry on my way there before more of those vampires turn up.
How you feeling?
Do you need something? That's a long story. I guess we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from? Exactly. The first vampire came from Molag Bal. She was not a willing subject, but she was still the first. Molag Bal is a powerful Daedric lord, and his will is made reality. For those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift, but they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust. The ceremony was degrading. Let's not revisit that. But we all took part in it. Not really wholesome family activity, but I guess it's something you do when you give yourselves to a Daedric lord. I'm not sure it's really your place to judge me, to judge us. My family has its problems, but they're our problems.
Hey!
Let's just move on from here, okay?
I'm sorry.
Don't. Just leave me alone for a bit.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize how touchy it would be. If it helps, I kinda had to drink some people's blood in order to become a werewolf. I don't know if that was as degrading as what you went through, but it did taste kinda yucky. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yes?
Let's head back to Castle Dawnguard, huh?
I'm impressed you could find a moth priest so quickly. For the reading? Yeah. Just let the old man know when you're ready.
What can I do for you? Ah, my rescuer. It's good to see you again. It's not exactly the hospitality I'm used to, but your man Isran has seen to my needs well enough. And might I add, this is a remarkable fortress. I have colleagues back home that would love to study this place in detail. Oh, most certainly. Let's find out what secrets the scroll can tell. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me, an image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, among the night's children, a dread lord will rise. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one. The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy, recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls. I must rest now. The reading has made me weary.
Come on, old man. You should get some rest.
Do you have a moment to talk?
Sure.
That moth priest, Dexian. He said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking. Half the people in your little crew would just as soon kill me as talk to me. That doesn't exactly make me want to open up. I got a warmer welcome from my father, and that's saying something. You know, I've asked myself the same thing. I hoped that if he saw me, he might feel something again. But I guess I don't really factor in at this point. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end. We need to find my mother, Valerica. She'll definitely know where it is. And if we're lucky, she actually has it herself. The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she called attention to it. Maybe. What I can't figure out is why she said it that way. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas? I don't think so. She said she wanted to stay awake in case the situation was resolved. It had to be one of us, and, well, she's so much more powerful than I am. It just made sense for her to be out here. Anything else? Wait, that almost makes sense. There's a courtyard in the castle. I used to help her tend a garden there. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful. Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there, but it's worth a look. True. But I know a way we can get to the courtyard without arousing suspicion. There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies into the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exits there. I think that's our way in. It's around the side of the castle. Let's move.
Let's go.
never should have come here. Mercy!
That'll teach you.
It was a huge mistake on these guys' part. Come. Bunny.
What did you need?
Foxy!
Yes? What did you need? I can't wait to see the courtyard again.
Let's go.
Big from down here. I mean, it is big, but, well, even bigger. Yes? What did you need? I can't wait to see the courtyard again. Before my father became obsessed with a prophecy, my mother and I spent quite a bit of time together. She was very fond of her alchemical garden in the castle courtyard. She taught me quite a bit about cultivating quality regions. Like the best of friends, I would never hesitate to share anything with her. It was very sudden. It was almost like one day we were a normal family, and then the next, I didn't know who they were. I'd try to visit my mother in the garden and she'd quickly shoo me away, saying she was much too busy. She had to be up to something in that garden. I'm hoping it's a clue that will tell us where she went. Just be good. Yes? What did you need? If you think it'll help. To see the courtyard again.
I thought that was Serena's death hand for a second. Damn it.
What did you need?
Relax.
What did you need?
Nothing. I don't need anything right now. You're the one who needs something. I'm just here to help you. That's all.
The courtyard. Oh no. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something. Something strange with the moon dial.
That terrified me. Where is the little moon dial bits and bobs? That's what I'm wondering. I figured I'd find them in the buildings, but I don't think you find them in the buildings. They don't seem to be in the buildings themselves. So, I'm gonna assume they're just in the courtyard, or...
I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. Well, as far as I'm aware, it's the only one in existence. The previous owners of the castle had a sundial in the courtyard, and obviously that didn't appeal to my mother. She persuaded an elven artisan to make some improvements. You can see the plates that show the phases of the moons, Maser and Secunda. That's the thing. What's the point of a moon dial? I always wondered why she didn't just have the whole thing ripped out. But she loved it. I don't know. I guess it's like having a piece of art, if you're into that sort of thing. Hard to say. Maybe if we found the missing crests, we could figure it out.
Okay. Well, I found one of them.
Even in this mess, we should stick them.
Itchy ear. Okay.
We wouldn't have to keep hanging around this place. Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go.
Let's go.
Before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around.
Probably another gargoyle, I bet. Do you know what a gargoyle is? Because I just killed one. Come. Oh. Okay. I need your help. I'm gonna need to recharge my weapon soon.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Don't worry, these are easy to do. Thankfully.
We're getting close. Oh, sorry. What is this place?
careful.
We're getting close.
There's more. There's one here. I knew you were alive. Die! On top of me, is it? Potentially below me. I'm lost. Alright, I'm gonna take this potion of healing, I'm gonna quick save, and I'm going to go to bed, and we're going to return to this tomorrow. Bye bye.